Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Shadow Empire in our Steam release version, episode number 2. As you can see, there's a little funny box on the bottom over here, and that is a screenshot from the YouTube video from episode 1. This is where we are. I mean, I think, right? It looks like there's, you can see there's Salzburg essentially right here, and I'm right here, and that means we kind of understand where things are going to go. Everything's going to close to a point to our south. And that means that if we can secure this little... It's not quite a peninsula, but it's an enclosed landmass, at least mostly enclosed. That'd be a nice operating base. So hopefully we will be able to take over Salzburg. And then what we see down here is Teresa. This is the trading... the slaver... yeah, the slaver people. Nope. Masulu. Oh my god, we have another major. Holy cow. Wow. So, if that is correct, by the way, if this is exactly where we are, there are 3 majors all within about 8 hexes of each other. And that's pretty crazy. So things are going to get very busy very quickly. First order of business for us is open up these sidebars, which I wish they would stay open when you reloaded the game. They don't. And we have our workflow here. Step 1, decisions. I, again, don't know if this is the best flow for every turn, but it's something to help me not forget. Yeah, I think it's going to be very important for us to allocate the credits for the militia. Right now they are, well... Militancy, that's the wrong one. Militancy, it's at 50, so this will make it at 60. Also, the other 2 people are happy from this. An able commander is asking us to liberate his home in 9517. 9517, right here. Okay, that's actually pretty close by. I don't know if we'll be able to get to them, but it looks like we should be able to make a nice effort for that. And we have a little bit of time to do it. So let's go ahead and do it because mind and commerce. Yeah, those are both ones that I want. Is commerce? Population happiness? It is, yeah. So let's say yes to this. I don't know what this ding-dong advisor is doing, man. By the way, we should probably attach him before I forget. Go to our cabinet. I guess there's only one person we can attach him to. I suppose I should look at his attributes, see what he... Oh, he's pretty incompetent. Which means that, you know, maybe he'll just find his way out the door soon enough. As far as I know, the natural relation point is, like, probably exactly what it sounds like to everyone else as well. It's just where the relationships will decay to over time, if there aren't any other events influencing it. I don't really need him to attach to any of these people, quite frankly. I don't think he's going to be much of a help to anyone, but let's attach him to the governor. Okay, I actually do need to look at your skills, Apollo. War is 24, intelligence 25, charisma is 22. Has some covert ops and personal combat. Yeah, I think that the best bet for Mr. Apollo Nash, as his name, I mean, he just sounds like a warrior. We're going to attach him to Commander of 1st Infantry Brigade. And that's that. Okay. Other decisions we need to make. Set the national budget. Now, I dislike this. It makes sense to a small degree, but when you have a new council, obviously the old budget has to be divided among the 2 parties. What I dislike is even if you set it to 50-50, the original council will be upset. Now I understand it if you set it to more than 50, that the original council is being like, not only are you giving away part of my budget, you're giving away more than half of it. I mean, you're giving them the lion's share. But what I don't understand is why when you just split it 50-50, they're upset. I mean, it's like, okay, well, we made it fair. Why are you upset? Nah, maybe that's just still okay, because people will complain, right? Anyways, I'm going to weight this pretty heavily towards Economic Council. Spring Command Council is going to give us political points. We should be okay with that. Bet he's very upset with us. Now, who for Director of Economic Council? Somebody who has a natural relation point pretty high. Oh, this is a capacity or capability 4. Now, they appear to have they are better at almost anything but economics, which would be intelligence, I believe. I think we're going to leave this person. Well, let's see what alternatives we have. Okay, charisma. Intelligence 31 is pretty low, unfortunately. What other candidates do we have? Let's see if I can sort by position or something like that. Okay, so we only have 2 reserve pool members. We can get another one. All it takes is us executing this card. Now, unfortunately, I think that it's very, very unlikely a new person will be better than a capability 3 or 4. Means this is kind of a shot in the dark. I don't know if this person will even show up for the job because... Oh, they did. Heathcliff Burke. Wow. Okay, that worked out really well. I'm like extremely surprised. Natural relation of 43. Oh my goodness. 48. Wow. They're both terrible. So it's basically a 31 versus a 39. I think we'll take the 39.
Yes, sir.
They're going to be very happy with us, at least for a couple of turns. And hopefully they'll have a change of mind and start not disliking us so much. Okay, I strongly prefer prospecting in the very beginning, and then eventually that'll move towards economic policies, but the priority thing here for an economic council member is to do research.
Yes, sir.
So we'll set 0 for economic policies for now. Let's see, what else do we have? That is decisions done. 2 is trade. Now, we only have 200 money left over, 200 credits left over after our lavish spending scheme lavish spending spree last turn, because remember we did play the fate points card for 1,000 credits, and now we're down to 200. So it may be worthwhile to start considering selling some things. This is not a bad price for rare metals. 5. We actually have a ton of machines. I forgot about that. We picked up a whole bunch of machines from different goodie huts. Let's see. I know we have a good supply of food and water, so of course both of those. Because we're selling, I think that we're selling our surplus, or at least there's not a high demand. Yeah, we're not at our cap for food, so we aren't selling a surplus there. I think we are automatically selling the water though. And if we have any assets which are producing water, and we do not, but if we did, we would put them on hold. Yeah, we definitely want more than just 2 private assets in the city. That's not very good. We want to build that up. I mean, we can't do it directly, obviously it's the private economy, but we hope the private economy gets going soon. Okay, are we up to the military yet? No, check city happiness. And it's probably gone down. Okay, this happiness went up, but the danger went up by 10, which is bad, 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 bad. I think we got essentially very lucky that the population happiness diminished by only 4. So you can see it increases by 1 because we put a 1 credit investment into the public budget. And it increased by happiness by 1, I don't know why. And then 3 for luxury products and services. And I doubt that would have been 3 if we had opted to upgrade the city to like whatever the next tier is. City level 3. There would have been higher quality of life expectations, at least as far as I understand. And then possibly reduced happiness. Not 3, it could have been 2 or 1. The one thing I do see now that we're finally to the military actions, well, strategic cards and build roads, but forget it. I can't wait any longer. So what I want to do here is first engage them with a ranged attack, see if we can get any damage done. These are the only artillery... Oh, please, come on. Okay, good. We got some hits in there.
Roger that.
Okay, we got some hits in there, but only just barely. I want to eliminate this because I think it's within 2 hexes. That's when you have real issues with danger building up. The really interesting problem here is I'm not sure if Salzburg is going to have more problems. Are the units here going to be danger for me? Because if that's the case, we are going to have a real problem. Okay, 37 to 1. It looks like including all of them is best, but I'm not going to include my commander, just because I don't feel like... I mean, 28 to 1 is good enough, right? Good start to this. Very good start. Yeah, with 28 to 1, this is not really an unexpected result. To me, the break-even point, I mean the point where I feel comfortable doing an attack, I think I'll win, but I'll probably take some casualties, is around 6 or 8 to 1. So it's pretty... it's insane how high the odds are that you need in order to get a victory. Okay, so that's good. That's one threat taken care of. We now own this city. I don't know if it'll act as a goody hut or not because the raiders were there, but I guess we're the first non-raider to enter it, so maybe it does. Okay. As far as assets go, I think we're okay just finishing to build the bureaucratic office. You can see that there's a small problem with workers. I don't know if that will persist or not. So we are short a little bit of the workers needed. Actually, yeah, it does look that way. I don't actually... Do we have... Maybe we didn't have the necessary industrial points. Maybe that was it. I don't remember. But for whatever reason, this wasn't built in a single turn. Oh. And usually if you're not going to build it in a single turn, it's better to wait until you can. Or, you know, to wait until you can build it in the fewest turns possible, because you do pay maintenance on it while it's under construction. So if you're sitting there and waiting for resources, you're sitting and paying maintenance. Okay, so let's start moving down. Although it should be exactly as we expect. So, actually, is this what it looks like? Yeah, this should be just a tiny jet. We don't have that visibility of that hex, but that should be a tiny jet. I'm looking at it on my second monitor. Okay, and then this comes back. Okay, good. And then... Okay, and there's the next major. This is insane. We have two majors so quickly, so close to us. But these are friends. Interesting, although they're friends with a relationship of 33, and these are hostile with a relationship of 38. Obviously, this is a little bit backwards. Our relationships are actually better with Salzburg, even though our posture is worse. And I don't know exactly what that's... It's probably the balance of our profiles. I don't know. I don't know what else it would be. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Alright, we also have an objective to get to, what was it, 95-17, something like that? Was it 96-17? Find out over here. 95-17. We have 7 rounds to do it, so we do have plenty of time, but... okay, how do I want to deal with this? Do I want to send my infantry out? Not really. Do we have... Okay, so we probably do want to hold this town. What if I do this, and start moving like this, hold the town. So all we need to do, even if we get cut off, we can just make a sprint for more alpha, take it over, and then, mission accomplished, get out of there. As long as this unit doesn't move in and cut me off completely this turn, I don't have to worry about... I mean, I guess... Okay, I'm going to risk it. I'll let them take the city if they want. It's less free folk that we have access to, which we want access to those because that, can be a source of population increase in my city and therefore more workers, which is good. What about this? Is this also... Yeah, that is also a city. Okay, good. So scavenging, 6.3, 5. Sometimes there is scavenging hiding under the farms here. So 5 and 5, not great. This one's 10, that's definitely worth getting. A little bit light on the scavenging, but I mean, basically we know what's going to happen here. We're going to have to go to war with Salzburg, and hopefully they don't... I just hope that they don't declare war on us before we have a chance. Okay, this is apparently a... Oh, no, it stops right there. That's the end of it. Okay. What an interesting game start. 2 majors right next to us. And if we can take them over, we're going to be in very good shape. Well, I don't know. The one thing I really dislike about this game is I really dislike the city what's the word? City happiness management. Essentially the danger and the unrest and the what's the other one? The fear and the actual population and worker happiness. This is the only thing in this game, at least it's the biggest thing in this game that kind of irks me. It feels like it's a lot of RNG. We haven't gotten any of those decisions yet, but you'll eventually get decisions, and it's like a 1d100 roll versus another 1d100 roll, and you know, the RNG involved is just huge. Unfortunately, and this is the big thing, this is my little soapbox rant, and then I won't say it again. I think we're done, by the way. Yeah. So, end the turn. End the turn. Yeah, big soapbox rant is that if you're going to make RNG into a game, you shouldn't make it so that a single dice roll wins or loses the game. Now, what you should do is kind of have a progression. This is my firm belief, at least, and it's only my opinion. Some people may have fun playing a game where a single dice roll, everything hangs on a single dice roll. But to me, if you want to get more player cleverness involved, or if you want more skill, you should make it a series of rolls. You kind of want to minimize the impact of a single roll, and then you kind of let the law of large numbers do its thing. So you slowly let the player influence every roll, and hopefully if they are doing things correctly, they're moving it more in a positive direction for them. Okay, we have new tech. Oh, this is just discovered in new tech. We haven't researched it yet, but power plant is pretty much useless for us. We prefer solar power. Okay, so from one of the cities we got 400 Galactic Republic grade infantry. That's very good. Infantry. Okay, that's still good. I would have preferred machine gunners, but no, those are quite good. Okay, and we controlled Texas. We have a goal. Don't worry, we'll get there. And yeah, we're actually going to be able to... Super risky. And I don't know why I'm moving first. I should always adhere to my Shadow Empire turn guide, which first is decisions. The main thing is I want to look at everything that's going on before I move, because this may say something which impacts the way I want to move. I doubt it, but it's possible. So let's just do things in an orderly manner. Okay, Copernicus wants total power with the state. I almost know for sure that I'm going to do option B, which is you neither agree with them, which has usually some negative consequences, or disagree, which also has negative consequences, like their relationship going down. And the middle one, you just get free something. So in this case, we lose 2 autocracy, we gain +4 mine. Those are both good things. The only drawback of this is that Nash is going to like us a little bit less, but Nash doesn't appear to be somebody we are going to be very easy to please. Now I'm going to take a risk here. Oof. I was fully expecting that to be something where there was an enemy unit already there. So we got pretty lucky. We've taken that. That's fine. I'm going to move here to try to protect the line of supply. And, I'll continue to do that. They'll probably take some territory here. In order to protect this, which is, in my opinion, extremely important, I guess I can move this unit all the way up. If I move in there, we won't... Well, I'll do it anyway. Move in there. Get this unit to move here. Let's begin the bombardment. Actually, I want to cancel. When I do a bombardment, Oh, and we have the Galactic Republic infantry here. They're so strong that we might actually be able to attack and kill this unit. Like, let's see, what's the... So it's 3.5 to 1 just with that unit. It actually goes down when you add some of the units. Okay, so we'll probably just entrench this turn. Okay, let me look at the militaries here. 200 militia, RPG, 100 machine guns. So typically I don't want these units by themselves. Which means I want to move this unit. I'm just going to do it. So this unit doesn't defend particularly well. But we're going to let them defend by themselves. Because I'd much rather protect the Galactic Republic infantry than my militia.
Roger that.
Okay, so 2 hits overall. This is still substantial. I mean, it's good enough that we've, perhaps deterred an attack. But at worst, we've limited their offensive capabilities should they attack. Okay, so this is dropping, which means that the 2 hexes away, the fact that we're not at war, I guess, means that Salzburg is not contributing to our danger, which is very good. Quite fortunate. Yeah, so this guy's got to get out of there at the moment we can. Okay, so decisions, then trade. Decisions are done. Let's look at trade. We have 290 credits. We can sell... Nope, no water, although it doesn't list it here. Food we cannot sell either. We can sell fuel, but we probably won't. It's too cheap. We won't sell metal because it's something we want to store. Rare metals is actually over 5 credits now, and we can sell a full 40 of it. That is something I want to do for 208. Seems like a good idea. And I want to do this. Okay, our SHQ commander. Always nice when they kind of negotiate the prices a little bit better. So 218 is what we sold that for in the end. We're at 508 credits, and one of the things I want to buy while it's not even that cheap, but as you can see, we have 63 machines. We just don't need machine parts. Yeah, so I think I'm going to buy high-tech parts. And we can only get 2 of them, which will take us up to 5. And we'll probably have to buy more later, and we'll probably end up buying them for... Oh yeah, I can actually go one more because of the discount, but I want to leave around 200 credits always at a minimum in my treasury, just to account for special events in the next turn. So we're good here. I know that the first turn took a little while because we were looking at the map and all that, but I feel like we're starting to get a good motion to us, a little bit of momentum. Do I want to increase income tax? I don't know. I don't think so. We don't want to do defense yet, but this is a good card to have. We don't have any fate points, and we also don't have any fate points. Okay, so that's good. So this concludes turn number 2. You can see how we're actually getting going. So I saw that the raiders were down here somewhere. Not the raiders, but the slavers. And I really hope that they just bother Lodajan or Lodahan. Did they just move? No, I don't think so. We got to keep a close eye on on the borders. They did do that. Those ding-dongs. That's not the worst situation. Oh, yeah, it's pretty bad. They cut off 2 of my units. And I don't know if there's anybody there. Okay, that's okay. We kept our promise, and that's all that really matters, right? No, not really. We need those military units. Okay, we got 2 high-tech items. That's very good. Fate Stratagem Pack. I don't know why. I probably could have just let the cursor, just left that screen up for a second. Okay, Bad Rations is a good one. That's good fate points. Ancient Archives is nice, so it's more tech. Political points. It's nice to have one of these cards in a pinch, but I almost never use it for political points. I hate doing that. Treasury Hoard, another thing which I don't like to do, so we'll probably, ideally we'll use that on tech. Proposed Peace, that's actually pretty useful. Okay, yeah, well, why do you think we have people in low supply? Why do you think? The problem is there's a lot of hide points in the high mountains here. I have no idea if this is, available or not. This might just be the point where we have to invade these people. It only changes our fist profile by 3%, which is really manageable. In fact, I didn't realize this. We're already up to the 66 on mind. So why not just take a second here? I know that getting turns done quickly is definitely part of our game plan. But it's probably worth it to at least take a moment. I'm surprised that we haven't got Technology Fascination. A 27% chance is really, really high. Free market at 8%. We really need this because I was already just talking about it. The 2 assets alone in our city is not really going to cut it. Now, accomplished envoys, diplomatic roles plus 30. It's going to be a little bit helpful. Capable supervisors is pretty meh. You get +1 food for every 1,000 population. Work divided by work. Is this every 1,000 population per worker? I don't know. I thought I knew what this was, but now I'm looking at it and I don't. But whatever. +1 food is whatever it is, even if it's +4,000 food, which it's not, it's probably +1,000 population per 1,000 population per worker. What is it, like 5 food? I don't know. I don't know what the effect is. Even if it gave us a lot of food, food is not something we need. And then this is where you start to actually paying off your investment in meritocracy. You get operational command rolls +25, and the best one, administration rolls +40. So all those difficulty checks we have, we get a +40 to it. That's huge. But you can see how big of an investment it is. You have to get, what is this, 80%? 70%. So you don't even have a chance of getting this until your meritocracy is at 70%. And then it's only 1% for every 1 point above meritocracy of 70 after that. So if you have a meritocracy of 79, it's only a 10% chance of getting per turn. Capable small business, yeah, see, per 1,000 pop, +2 credits, just not a big deal. If we had gone the democracy route, you'd have political bonus +40%. That's useful. Quality of life bonus +50%. That's very useful. Political bonus increases. Quality of life bonus increases. Political quality of life. So it's quite different. I mean, quality of life is good because, it has several impacts, which are good. But one of them is to increase your happiness, your city happiness. And you can see that one of the things we're supposed to do is check our city happiness, and our city happiness actually dropped this time by 1. Our worker happiness also dropped by 1. Well, that's okay. That's not too bad. We're not at the point of no return yet. Now, the really bad thing about losing this hex is that Salzburg can reclaim it. So we kind of have a really difficult task here. We have to figure out what we want to do. And I don't know. I wish we actually had more people to operate with. Okay. Stop. Decisions first. Okay. Justice Knight's command. Yeah, we'll take their candidate. It's 1 gold drain per turn. Not too bad. Do we want to go from power plant or do we want to do research? University? We'll do university. Even though we already had points done with the other one. It's not a big deal. Offer to buy slaves. Now, this is going to improve our relationship with the slavers. But meritocracy will go down, but commerce will go up. And I think we actually prefer commerce over meritocracy right now. It's going to take 320 credits, which we don't have the money for yet. And this is why you check your decisions first. So if we have a way to increase our money, if we can do anything to increase our treasury, we should try to do it so we can buy some slaves. And I don't know what the 2,200 slaves is going to mean, but well. Are we ready? No. Check. City happiness. Assets and construction. Okay, so yeah. Do we want to start? I'm pretty sure that we have completed construction on the bureaucratic office. We have. That refugee camp is very useful. But what else do we want to do? I think that the next step is just going to be another recycling center in order to get the runes sucked up. It's only 5k in scavenging, but it's probably still worth taking. And we don't really have another choice. I mean, you can see that we don't have a road to this unless we keep the road here, which they've already taken. God, this is really annoying. Okay, we'll move here. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody there. So we're going to move here. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to move this guy here. I shouldn't have done that first. See, this is stupid. I should have done it after we did our attack. Maybe I won't attack. Maybe I'll just bombard them. Oh, we actually got a kill? Huh. We're doing well so far. That was a good round. Took the readiness. Oh, we might... Yeah, especially with the Galactic Republic Infantry. 4.1. No, we'll sit on that. One more turn. And I'm going to move the Galactic Republic infantry over here. Now, next time when we attack, we'll attack from 3 different sides, which will give us a slightly better bonus. It's one of the wargaming mechanics. Gonna move here, but I think after I do this, we're gonna start moving back. So we already boxed off the coast. It's time to get this guy home, though. I don't mind letting the militia kind of sit out here, but yeah, we have some stuff to do back home, namely defend our borders against a miner, which is really annoying me. Okay, so there's that. And I'll do that. Okay. Should still be in supply, no problems there. Is there anybody I'm missing? No, we're good. So, build rows, strategic cards. We still have this decision. Yeah, that's right, because we did the things out of order. I'm always going to move the military first. It's so tempting not to. It's too tempting not to. Still need to figure out a way to get enough money. Okay, yeah, so we sold the rare metals last time. Let's bring up the resources screen. I saw that we could sell food, so we'll probably be doing a lot of that. Yeah, this will give us enough money to easily pay off the traders, the slavers, so we'll probably do that. 679. So it'll take us just below 1,000. We're getting a lot of food per turn. We can probably do this. Yeah, let's do it. So we got actually 144 out of it. It's really nice to have an SHQ commander who's competent enough to give you those little bonuses. Okay. What else do we want to do? See, high-tech prices are already going up, as are machine parts. And there's really nothing else we need to sell or buy. We're set. I know that we'll be a little bit behind next turn, but it's a bummer to lose a little bit of meritocracy. I guess it's not too late. We could go democracy. I would not mind going democracy, just because, in my opinion, this game is just very difficult. So I started to talk about RNG, but I didn't really get to the punchline, which was about this game. In this game, you can get a city event for unhappiness, which you'll usually have several ways of responding. You can either respond in a way which gives you autocracy, you can have a way which responds which gives you meritocracy, or sometimes you have one with democracy. The democracy one costs money. The autocracy one involves a fight between your soldiers actually in the city's hex with the rebels or whatever, the violent parties on the other side are. And the meritocracy is some kind of like negotiation role. Now, if you want us to go with meritocracy, let me spoil it for you. You're almost never going to be good enough, at least not in the very beginning of the game. Even with interior councils, I am almost never good enough to choose that as an option. Which means when you get these RNG pop-ups, if you want to push the meritocracy route, you have to accept like a 50%, 50 points of unrest, which is just insane. I mean, that can actually topple the whole ecosystem of your happiness and launch you into a spiral of death, which launches, essentially by launching more events that you still can't succeed with meritocracy. So then you even go autocracy, and you get this autocracy way up there, but then your soldiers are dying, and if the happiness isn't going up, it leads to more events, and it's just a death spiral. I find that the city events are just too harsh, way too harsh. They probably, the city problems should be somehow in the forefront, but they seem to dominate the game, and it's an RNG thing where if you manage to succeed in a meritocracy role, that's the big thing. Did you succeed? The difference is like maybe 10% unrest if you succeed, maybe 0, versus -50 or worse if you have critical failure. It's just, the difference is just, it's too big of a swing for a single role, in my opinion. And that's just my opinion. It just really depends on how much you want progressive actions, one after the other, to play into the game. Now, it looks like we're almost out of time, so we're going to finish this turn, which is fantastic. We got 3 turns done. Hooray. Which is pretty good for a 35-minute episode, which is what I guess this will end up being. Probably could have been talking about that while this turn was resolving, but I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, obviously the really bad thing is if Salzburg ever decides enough is enough and decides to attack us, it may just be game over. In fact, I guess that's how we have to play this game. We have to play it on the knife's edge. Because I don't think we'll succeed. Okay, that was good. They lost 700 troops to 0 for us. I don't think we'll succeed if we play defensive. Kind of have to take some chances, which is not good. Technology fascination, that's the mind one. We got a Velociraptor. I know what that is. I can't remember if it's a light tank. Shadow Spy. Low Treasury. Yeah, that is a problem. Okay, we don't even have enough movement to go in there, but there could be an enemy unit there. We have to chance it. No! There was an enemy unit there! Well, the downside of this is we lost some units. The upside is, I guess it just makes our decision for us. We're going to have to attack. So, I mean, these units are just slowly going to starve. They're already, out of supplies. So this unit's doing okay, but this is probably the motorized one? No, it's not. I don't know why that one's doing so bad. Oh, it's doing bad because it just attacked and failed. So this is actually the motorized, but you notice that they've lost some of their trucks, are gone. God, this is a bad situation. I don't know how we'll get around this, but we'll wait until the next turn to try to figure it out. Oh well, until the next episode, thanks for watching, and stay safe. Take care.